I wanted to talk about those two men who disappeared in Washington looking for Bigfoot and then ultimately were found deceased. Um, our hearts, our condolences go out to their family, and it really was tragic. Now, what they are reporting is that these two men went out into the woods to look for Bigfoot. They were ill prepared and there was bad weather, so they must have gotten lost and succumbed to the elements. However, I don't know if I necessarily believe that because these men seemed to know what they were doing. They had been to this area before. They seemed like they searched for Bigfoot. So that seems a little weird to me. The other crazy thing is that in this exact same area, it is known as Bigfoot Alley. The most Bigfoot sightings in the United States and the world are reported in this area. Not only that, there have been so many strange disappearances in this same exact area. There's a case that rings a bell to me, right? In 2023, there was this older woman named Susan Fournier. She goes out to the same exact area with her two large breed dogs. Okay, she parks her car, they get out, they go for a hike. She never returns. For a week, they search for her. Eventually, they find her and the two dogs deceased. It was brutal. It was really bad. And they did end up charging the husband. And it's still like an ongoing investigation. But there were several people who believed it had to do with something attributed to Bigfoot in the area. The craziest case, though, in this area is the family of the Martins. Okay, you have this family of five, a husband and wife and their three daughters, right? They go out in 1950s. They go out to this exact same area looking for Christmas decorations, okay? But they never returned. And for weeks and weeks, they searched this area. They couldn't find these five people or their vehicle. Their vehicle like completely disappeared. So eventually, two of them were found and they had no idea what had happened to them. They still cannot figure out what exactly happened, where the other three people are, or where the car is. They never found the vehicle. And there have been several theories, like they may have driven off the bridge into the Columbia River. However, the vehicle was never found. And I believe two of the five were found a good distance away from any kind of water source. So when you look at the history of this area and what happens, and you talk to some of the locals, they will tell you the crazy, scary stories that happen with these Bigfoot sightings in this area. So I'm curious, what do you think? Do you think maybe Bigfoot might have been involved, or do you think it was just simply a case of they went out in bad weather and were ill prepared and succumbed to the elements?